What's cracking, peeps? It's Jax. Now, I've been doing a lot of reactions on the channel lately, and today we have another one because once again I'm running out of time to do videos at the moment. Oh, I can't keep banging on about it. Let's move on. 2 trailers have just dropped for Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City, the live action film that is nothing like the old films, and I actually think would be a good fun thing to watch. So we're gonna watch through both of them, and then I'm gonna point out every single Resident Evil reference or scene, because there's a lot of like straight up Easter eggs and stuff they've taken from the games to this film. It very much, they have taken quite a lot, or even a lot more than I thought, from the games. I know that the previous films didn't do that and they went in a completely new direction. Yeah, it's not that subtle in my opinion. But I'm looking forward to these, so let's check it out. Trailers 1 and 2. Let's go. And then we'll go back through them afterwards.
What are you doing out hitchhiking on a night like this?
I need to turn it up.
Used to live here, you said. Raccoon City. Better you than me.
Watch out!
Oh dear. That old chestnut.
Hello?
The dog's eating. Oh no. Why is the dog eating the meat? This is not good.
Honey, we need to go now.
William Burke.
Claire, why are you back
Effie,
here?
as we
This
know.
whole town's been
Crit.
poisoned.
That's a really good crit. Like, he really fits the Chris
If we
role.
don't
I think.
contain this,
Oh, there's
it could
Chief
threaten the
Irons.
whole world.
Shall we go?
Come on.
Oh, guess where that bit's from?
What were Umbrella doing here?
They were experimenting on him.
This is my life's work. I'm not giving it to anybody.
Oh dear.
Vickers, this is Chief Irons. Pick up your damn radio.
Oh. Uh oh. Doesn't look like Brad's gonna make it. The liquor looks really good. I mean, the liquors in the other ones look pretty good as well. I'm really looking forward to seeing Lisa Trevor.
I really
Actually,
want to get out of this town.
now, why give away? I don't know. I don't think they needed to do that. Why did they need to show off the big bad at the end there? I think that kind of, I don't know. Don't ruin it. You know, that's giving away a bit too much, in my opinion. Is that coming out this month? Do we know when it's coming out? Right, this is the other trailer, isn't it?
Every story
Yeah.
has a beginning.
I like that first one better, actually.
Discover the origin of evil.
Why are you back here, Claire? Your conspiracies weren't true when we were kids. They're not true now.
We need to expose Umbrella.
So Claire is definitely the main character. Fair enough.
Watch this.
I'm afraid, Claire. I'm afraid of what they're gonna do to this town.
Who's that? Who's that supposed to be?
See, Umbrella, they had an incident. I'm talking Chernobyl, if you know what I mean. People are getting sick.
Oh, look at that.
You gotta help us,
Two
Claire.
guesses
Let
which
the
one
world
that's
know
from.
what's really going on.
I've seen that actor before. The guy who's playing Chief Irons.
We have to contain this.
Shall we go?
Okay, Leon. And that's Burke, yeah? Good actor, is it? We've got some good actors for this.
What were Umbrella doing here?
This is where they're experimenting on him.
We should split up.
Wesker. We should split up. Yes. We've seen that. Okay, right, I'll finish it before I start talking. I'm really excited. I actually think it looks decent.
We're gonna take Umbrella down.
You don't need to show the main villain boss. Look at that. Again, another throwback. Right, okay, we need to go through and just get as many of those as possible. So yeah, for starters, I'm really looking forward to it. Because I hated the old Resident Evil films. They had their odd moments. You know, the Jill in Resident Evil in the second film I thought was really good. And it had some moments where it was decent, but on the whole, just the whole story and stuff, I didn't like it. Obviously, this is this is getting pretty close to the games. Like, we'll go through, obviously, looking at each scene and stuff. But I think I also would have liked it if Jill was the main character. But, you know, Claire's the main character. That's cool. I like Effie, Kaya Scalera, the actress, basically. So we've got the truck driver guy. Obviously, we know where all that's from. Yeah, so this bit, very reminiscent of Resident Evil 2. We've got this moment, which, you know, you'd only not know about it if you've never played or even looked at anything related to Resident Evil. The first zombie you see in the mansion, who turns around, absolute classic. I like that. I think that's a nice nod, if not very subtle at all. But I like that. I like that personally. I think that's good. We have William Birkin, and that's clearly Annette Birkin. Couldn't remember her name. Is that meant to be Annette? And then that Sherry there. So now, are we? Because obviously, you got to remember that this film is crossing Resident Evil 1 and 2. It's obviously not just 1. It's not just 2, because obviously there's Birkin in here. So I wonder if that enemy, that big giant boss looking thing that we see at the end, this thing, I wonder if that's Birkin's G-Virus thing, because it looks more like Birkin after he takes the G-Virus rather than a tyrant that we had in Resident Evil 1. And if they're going, it seems like they're following the games pretty well. But that very well could be Birkin. But I'm surprised that they showed it in the trailer. It's kind of disappointing, in my opinion. Like, they shouldn't show that yet. That should be something that you see in the cinema and go, whoa! Okay, that's what they went for. But we're seeing it now, so okay. I think that was a mistake, but hey-ho. Then we've got Mr. Everyone Hates Me, because I'm a douchebag, Brian Chief Irons here, who is in on everything in Resident Evil. Which reminds me, I still need to do my deep dive on Resident Evil 1. I'm pretty sure I know that actor. Is he the guy from, is it Grounded for Life? What was that show? I don't know. Anyway, Chief Irons here. Looks like he's going to get killed by Zomdog. So, anyway, moving on. We also get a shot of the UBCS and Hunk, I would presume. Which is kind of cool to see them in it as well. I imagine that they'll probably die at some point from our heroes. Claire is the main character. I'm glad it's Claire. Obviously, Jill is best girl. We move on. You know, it's no problem. So the premise of it seems to be that Claire, even from childhood, according to what Chris was saying, suspected something was going wrong with Umbrella. So now she's returned to Raccoon City for some reason. So maybe she found something out about Umbrella and she's come back and to inform Chris. And then as she does, everything kicks off. That's seemingly what it looks like. And rather than it being focused on the stars like in Resident Evil 1, it seems like Claire sets it up with Chris. Chris grabs Jill and Leon, who maybe Leon is just... Maybe Leon's a STARS member in this, or maybe he's just around at the time and they all go into the mansion, along with Birkin, who's played by that guy from the Umbrella Academy, who I quite like. I don't mind it, actually. And I think, like, because watched Effie from Skins quite a lot, and she's a very good actress. Didn't know she could pull off the American accent, so fair play. But I don't know, I'm encouraged, and I don't think people should already think it's going to be a disappointment. Like, I should say that about most things, to be fair. Don't, like, unless you've seen it, or you've played the whole thing, or whatever, like, give it a chance before you already say it's going to be awful, you know? Just give it a chance. That's Jill, isn't it? I didn't quite pick up on that before, but that's Jill. And it looks like, I don't know, this could be a dream or whatever, we don't know. Her eye looks kind of funny. I don't know if I'm reading too much into this, but it almost kind of looks like she's getting infected, which is, again, is another reference to what happens in Resident Evil 3, where Jill gets infected by Nemesis, and Carlos has to find the vaccine. So maybe it's just bad lighting in that shot, but her eye looks kind of odd. I don't know if it's just me. Yeah, what is this? I can't get a... That is... Right, okay, that is Lisa Trevor. I wasn't sure what that was a couple of times, but it's Lisa Trevor. You can see the mask bit, the skin on that side. Cool. I'm really looking forward to seeing Lisa Trevor. Creepy ass character that they made in the remake for Resident Evil, and yeah, a great character, I think. And then we see Birkin doing research. That's again another reference to that the slides that you see when you go into the lab in Resident Evil 1 and you play them, and it shows all the scientists and all that sort of stuff. Is Wesker still going to be the villain? I presume that he is. I presume that it'll be an adapted version of Wesker's plan to get the STARS members into the mansion, maybe. But it's a film at the end of the day, and they still want to make it sort of unexpected. I don't want you to know everything, even though it's based on the games. Not everyone should know exactly how it's going to go, you know. So we need to bear that in mind as well. And yeah, there's the shot, and there's Wesker. Looks good, I think. So there we go. Just wanted to talk about it briefly. The film. I don't know when is it releasing. Did it say? Did it say on either of them like that? Does it say? No. Well, there you go. Is that in the States or in the UK? I need to know. I'm looking forward to it. You got to give, you know, these films a chance. Not, you know, very few game to films ever go right. You know, we had a success story with Sonic. I'm a bit less enthused about Mario's live action film. But I think this sort of reboot of the Resident Evil films, I presume they'll do sequels if it does all right. I think it'll be a lot better than what we had before. But we'll have to wait and see. But for now, I think some of these shots look really good, and bringing it closer to the games, I think is good in some respects, but not others. But you want to, in my opinion, at least when the old films came out, I wanted to see a bit more narrative that kept closer with the games, and this is what you would get. So it should be good, at least in my head. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit the like button for me, guys, because it really does help me out. And if you are new here, do feel free to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and check out some of the other videos I've got going on. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video.